Hey, what's good with y'all, man? It's your boy Tick, aka Game Fanatic, the Michael Jordan the Game, and also the Rebel YouTube Underground. I'm back with yet another commentary. And if you haven't seen my last commentary, man, please check it out. It is an introduction to the new subscribers to the channel. If you are a new subscriber or thinking about subscribing, please go check that video out also. But anyway, man, I want to talk about something I saw a few days ago that I thought was like the worst thing in the world, and it was the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. So if you're not familiar, man, a CEO named Martin Shkreli bought a prescription pill called Daraprim or whatever, and this pill is literally like 60 years old. 60 years old, and always been sold very cheap. Like it was always like at one point it was, I think, sold like $1 a pill, and till 2 days ago it was sold for $13.50. So this idiot decided to take over the tablet because they found out how much of a breakthrough it is for people that actually have cancer and AIDS, because what it does is it fights parasites and stuff like that in your body that can shut your organs down and things like that. So he found out how good it is for, you know, that they found a breakthrough with it for AIDS and stuff like that. So he decides, oh, I'm going to buy this prescription pill. So he goes and buys it, and then overnight hikes the cost of each pill from $13.50 up to $750. Yeah, which is amazing to me, man. I was like, wow, like no one could be that cold-hearted unless they were Hitler or somebody, or some kind of a like psychopath or or murderer. Like, wow, son. So it's obvious this dude is a sociopath, because of course he called out a slack off of this, like flack or slack, whatever that word is. I think it's flack. He called out a flack off of this, and he was getting eaten up. Rather it was on social networks, people were tweeting him, calling him a monster, calling him an idiot, a name, everything. Even people that, you know, do interviews were trying to get interviews with him. He was being like very immature to them. And what he would do is, if someone said anything wrong to him, he would just post like an Eminem lyric from like The Way I Am or something like that as a reply. So you can tell already he's very immature. He's a young man. He's like only 30, I think 32 years old. So he's pretty young, and those dudes just got to do. But he's pretty young, and it shows in his actions. So he was called on some interviews, and you know, the interviews and newscasters were asking him like, "Yo, why would you hike up the prices like that? That's gouging. Why would you do that to, you know, with a pill where thousands of lives, you know, need this for their illnesses?" And he's like, well, before, you know, this is his damage control. He's like, well, before, you know, you couldn't turn a profit off of these pills, so we had to do this in order to, you know, make money off of it. And we think this is the right decision, and yada 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 yada. A whole bunch of garbage he was just spewing out of his mouth, because it was just BS. So people, like I said, this pill is 60 years old. People have been selling this thing for cheap for the longest, because you know why? It doesn't cost much to make it. It doesn't cost much to make it all. So he was like, well, we would use that. We had to hike it to $750 because, like, if people take the pill, they would become immune to it after a while, because they naturally at the first point of the illness, they have the antibodies and things to fight off the illness, and after a while the pill, the sickness will start mutating and start getting used to the pill. So we have to do research to figure out how to stop that, and that's why we need $750. No, you don't. You're a liar, dude. You're a liar. So it even got so bad that Hillary Clinton decided to run a campaign against medical companies who are hiking up prices, because a lot of medical companies have been hiking up the price recently on prescription drugs. So she's claiming that she's gonna, you know, jump on these guys' back, which you don't really know, because, you know, a lot of these guys that's running an election, you know, people who are running campaigns, they normally lie just to, you know, win. So we don't know if it's really true, but I hope it is. If Hillary Clinton really does that, if she's gonna really do that, I hope she wins and she actually does that, because the thing is, I have a family member that has, you know, a illness and disability, and she has to buy prescription drugs to take care of this. So if those drugs were to go up, she wouldn't be able to afford it, because she's not able to work, and she only gets a check from the government, but she also they take cuts out of it from all these other things that she has to pay for, and then she doesn't get as much either. So she just could barely afford those pills. So if they were to hike up the prices like that, like, it would be devastating to her, and she would probably die from that. So I can understand it, and I'm definitely against that. And this little asshole he tried to damage control it, yo. Like, come on, son. Like, cut it out. Like, this guy is obviously a sociopath. He is definitely cold-hearted. He's probably more cold-hearted than Hitler or any other, you know, serial killer out there that committed crimes. Like, he is pretty much on their level. Now, I will say today, and I mean today being the 23rd of September, he has decided to drop the prices down. Now, I would commend him for this because he actually decided to go back down on the price. But the thing is, one, I don't know what the price is. Maybe it went back to $13.50. I'm not sure. I might have to do some more research. Or if you know, let me know in the comment section below. But the thing is, the reason he decided to do this is because he was getting attacked. If everyone wouldn't have actually stood up and attacked him for this, especially Hillary Clinton, he wouldn't have done anything. He would have kept it at that price. And all these people were suffering from cancer and AIDS and everything that could use this medicine to have a breakthrough and actually survive would pass away because they couldn't afford it. Like, thousands of lives, yo, and that's crazy. So, in the end, Martin Shkreli, because I'm gonna bring this commentary to an end. In the end, Martin Shkreli, you can't play with people's money, and you definitely can't play with people's lives. And that's some real spit. I'm out of here. One.
Thank you.